California. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Chargers versus Matthew Stafford and the New England Patriots.
After 5 seasons playing in Carson, the Chargers have a new home, and it's the beautiful new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Former Super Bowl hero, it's James White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, you are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number 1 rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air. And that is incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Hardman on the return.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
Taylor and the Chargers come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 3 catches, 58 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Taylor. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Taylor completes it to Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll go down here at at the 12-yard line.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
The tackle made by Derek Rivers. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
22, Justin Jackson.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That's a gain of 4.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. If we're going to take the ball, they won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete.
Stafford's
the reception good for 7. It's third down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's nothing.
Here's Hardman to return.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Taylor a handoff. It's Eckler.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's bound the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On the give, this is Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
The there's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about it.
He's got it with the 15. For a Charger touchdown. Nicole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
New England.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 10.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
To Julian.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. To the air again, Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Complete to
Nick Boyle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Allen. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Taylor. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively
offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A loss of a yard.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford has complete to his running back, Burkhead.
Stafford's pass.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Patriots.
First down, here's White. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Opting to run again here with White. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Blake Cashman.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Play action. Stafford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
8 yards.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
26-yard line.
The Charger offense set to take over, led by Tyrod Taylor. The lead is theirs here in the third quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible. I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football, typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well. And in this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
from the 30 on second down. Stafford looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of
that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford over the middle. Julian Edelman. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into it.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Kenneth Murray in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Running on first down, Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Eckler, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They're suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6 And now the kick is away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Stafford here coming off his pick six. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings
to throw again on second down. Stafford.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. It's complete. James White. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
And less than a yard.
Again, it's Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out come the Patriots.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches,
and this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 46 yards. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Stafford on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they continue to keep pace for that first round.